It's just random. Hi! Happy Halloween, everyone! Hello, hello! Wait. Hello! Happy Halloween! It is me, the local of the virtual of the bakers. Hello! I do sell a lot of candy, but I don't eat candy. That sounds kind of sus, I'm not gonna lie. It sounds like you just sell candy to, like, children, but it's not, like, safe candy. It sounds like you sell them drugs. Happy Halloween, my fellow adults that don't go out for Halloween stuff anymore. Hello! I'm here to help you reminisce of the day of when we all were children and we used to go out for Halloween and stuff. So, I got myself a nice good old chocolate bar. And, we're gonna do a tier list. But not any ordinary tier list. This tier list is gonna be not just basing off what is the best kind of candy, but we're also gonna base this off of economics. Okay, bear with me when I say that, alright? Bear with me when I say that. But economics. What I mean by economics, I mean by candy economics. Because as we all know, there are some candy in this world that are better than others, and some candies that are very much worse than others. And I'm here to tell you my full disclosed opinion of how and which candies are the best or worst to trade. Because in my opinion, in my humble opinion, the best thing about candy is trading it. For me, on a Halloween night, the best part is not going out and trick-or-treating and going with your friends and blah 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 blah. My favorite thing about doing this was getting all the loot. And then at the end of getting all the loot would be the time to trade the candy. So so we have a few tiers list here of absolute top tier. Sell anything for it. Well, not sell, we're gonna say trade. Okay, I'm gonna really quickly just mention this. If you can hear that in the background, I decided to add a little bit of fear with everyone, and I'm playing a 10 hours of silence broken up by a metal pipe sound effect with random intervals, just to try and give you a bit of psychological horror. So, it's gonna be loud for you, it's gonna be loud for me, but I made it even louder so it actually scares me. So yeah. Anyways. I also got some spooky music in the back. Well, it's from Jump Scare Mansion, because, of course, why not? And, yeah. I didn't realize it was coming from your stream. Yeah, that metal pipe sound is randomly in the background, so you get scared by it. Intentionally. Yeah, be scared. There's psychological horror here to happen. And I'm now realizing on the Twitch side, you probably think that I am not okay. I gotta change that because we are not doing what the stream is titled. So I gotta fix that. There we go. Now you're up to date. Anyways. So, let's talk about the candies. Let's talk about the tier. So, there's absolute top tier, trade anything for it. So it's like, this candy is like candy you want to get. Like, you will trade anything for. Like, you'll trade like 20 Skittles for just this one thing. Like, it is the top tier. It is the most best candy that you'll trade anything for. Oh, okay, loud, but I think that could be louder on it. Got me though. Here, I'm gonna make that louder. There's the A tier, which is just like the placeholder of okay tier. No, B is okay tier. C is eh. D, I wish I could get rid of D. Can I get rid of D? Oh, I can. So there's A tier, which is like good candy to trade. B is like mid. It's like mid can. Okay, here, let me mid candy. Eh. Okay, so we got 5. I changed the tiers up a bit. So it's top tier. Okay, yeah, that's a lot louder now. Hi, Maddie. Hi, Brian. Hello. I see you on Twitch. So, we have 6 tiers. Absolute top tier. Trade anything for it. Pretty good trades. Mid candy. Eh. Then we have eh. Like, it's okay, but it's like eh. Like, whatever. Then we have useless, but others like it tier. Like, they are so useless, and I hate this candy. But despite how useless that candy is, other people like it, and then you can trade that stuff. You can make that bronze into gold because some chumps really like it. And then we have bruh, which is the worst candy and no one likes. So I have all those candies and all these tiers, and we are going to tier these candies accordingly. If you have an opposing opinion, say it in chat, and I might not ignore you. That being said, let's start off with the 100 grand bar. Okay, I'm kidding. It's not bruh. It's like eh. You know, 100 grand bar to my memory is like a chocolate bar, but it has caramel and peanuts. It's like chocolate peanut brittle, if you really want to think of it like that. And it's like, eh. It's like, eh, you know? It's not crazy, it's not amazing, but it's like, eh. Some of these are situational. For example, pretzels are good if you're salt deprived. You know what? I completely forgot to put that on the list. Oh wait, no, they're right here. Salt. The little pretzels. So let's actually, since you brought the pretzels up, let's talk about them right now. Hi, Trob. All your starbursts and dots are belonging to me. Nah. Oh, shoot. That is so loud. Okay, wait, I want that louder. That's got me still, but we can go louder. Alright. Alright. We're all good, right? Yeah? Okay, okay. So, the pretzels. The little seasonal Halloween pretzels you get during the holidays. I think, hear me out, I think they're pretty good. Okay? Pretzels, when you get them for Halloween, are pretty okay. They're pretty good. I'm not gonna say it's mid, because I think it's really great. Because pretzels are, in my head, like chips. So when you're given that stuff, and it's like, oh wow, my parents don't have to buy me chips for lunch or anything like that. So when you make yourself your lunch and stuff, those pretzels are just great to have. And if you just want something to snack on, the pretzels aren't gonna be sweet, and it's not gonna make you feel like, oh, I'm being unhealthy and eating all this sort of stuff. It's just carbs and salt. You just need some water. So it's a pretty good trade. I would definitely like go out of my way to go trade some 100 grand bars. Like, hey, you have some nice looking pretzels. I'll give you like 2 grand bars and you'll give me that pretzel. Yeah, I think those are pretty good. We sell pretzels year round, my job. Nice, nice. Can't really go wrong with pretzels. So in my head, I think pretzels are kind of like good. They're in the good tier. Speaking of good tiers, 3 Musketeers? No, I always get this mixed up with another chocolate bar. Can't remember it, and I'm not sure if it's on the list. But a Three Musketeers, I think they're a chocolate bar with that like soft, airy chocolate thing, nougat, chocolate nougat, and I really, really like that. Three Musketeers are like pretty awesome. They are amazing. Though that is within recent years. Prior to me having that, I think they're pretty okay. I thought they were like eh, but to kind of like get a nice easy middle point, I think they're just kind of pretty good trades. I don't think it's as good as the pretzels back then, but I think they are pretty good tier because okay, holy heck, they're okay. They're okay. Snickers, yeah, that's the one I was gonna talk. That's the other one I get confused with. And Snickers suck, but we'll talk about that later. Almond Joys. I hate Almond Joys. I do not like Almond Joys. Almond Joys are... It's chocolate and coconut, and I don't really like it. But whenever I went trick-or-treating and I got Almond Joys, when I traded with my cousins, my sister, whoever I went out with to go trick-or-treating, they would eat it up. And I would be able, oh, you want my Almond Joy? Okay, well, if you want an Almond Joy, I will give you... If I give you an Almond Joy, you better give me your Twix bar. And then, they do a mutual exchange. So, they get the Almond Joys, and I get the Twix. They get Joy, I get Twix. I get chocolate and caramel on a little thing. So I will say, if you make yourself Almond Joys fresh, they are a lot better. Almond Joys of how they're presented are trash. Suck. Though other people like it, so they're not completely used. They don't go in bruh. Airheads. I'm gonna say they're a little bit, they're good, but no, they're mid. Oh boy. They're good trades, money. it's just nickels and dimes. But Airheads, I think Airheads are kind of mid. Because unlike other candies, Airheads eventually just go bad. They get stale. Like, for me, if I want a candy bar 2 months later, the Airheads will be like weird. They'll taste funny and the texture's strange. But if I have a Three Musketeers like two months later, it's still pretty good. It might be melted, but if it's not melted and perfectly intact, they are the best. I mean, they are still pretty good. They last a long time. Airheads are kind of mid. They're just like, eh. You know? It's great because I like taffy and stuff like that, so I like them. They're okay, but they're mid. They're okay. I can't complain. And also the other flavors are kind of fun and all, but let's say you got a cherry and then you want to go trade with someone else because they have a blueberry, and blueberry is pretty good. But it's like, oh, they're both meh. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of mid. Babe Ruth. Bruh. I don't know, I've never really had a Babe Ruth. So, I'm just putting in bruh. I've never had a Babe Ruth, but I've gotten, like, a lot of Babe Ruth. And no one else likes the Babe Ruths that I want to trade away. So when I would trade away a Babe Ruth, it's just like a rarity. No one else wants it. Babe Ruth sucks? Alright, cool. Then they're gonna just stay in the bruh tier, because it's like, they're okay. But I don't know how to feel about them, so yeah. Butterfingers. They instantly go for me in the useless but others like it tier. And I don't know why, but the Butterfingers, everyone loved them. Everyone. My mother. My brother. Ignore the toothbrush. Ignore the toothbrush. My brother, I don't have a brother. My sister, my cousin, my mother, my dad, everyone loved the Butterfinger. If I could, I would make another tier specifically for just Butterfingers, because my mother would give me quarters for them. I hated Butterfingers, and I don't remember why, but Brotherfingers are so... I don't like them. I just don't like them. But everyone would give me something. You better put candy corn in the right spot. Don't worry, I got some choice words about Butterfingers. People love Butterfingers because the crunchy peanut butter taste. That makes sense, but I never really liked Butterfingers still. They're just very no? But they're useless, but everyone loves them. So I would trade, hey, if you give me your Skittles, I'll give you 2 Butterfingers, and it would be the best trade of all time, because I love Skittles. But if someone wanted a Butterfinger, I would give them 3 of my useless Butterfingers, and then I would get 1 pack of Skittles, and Skittles are amazing. And you know what? Top tier. Trade anything for it. Fight me. I will die on this hill. Skittles? One of the candy of all time. Don't fight me. I think Skittles are the candy of all time. They are just fun to eat, they're colorful, and I remember I would have very cursed things to do, where I would just get Skittles, and then throw them in water overnight, so then they would dissolve in the water, and then when they dissolved in the water, I would put like all the green ones in one water thing, and then all the red ones in another water, and all the purple in the other water, and etc, and etc. And then it would be like Skittle juice, and then it's like, oh hey mom, I have Skittle juice. Do you want some Skittle juice? And she's like, no, don't drink that. And then I just go like, okay, and dump it out. Still take a little sip, but like, you know, Skittle juice. Oh! Loud. I hate Skittles. I got way too many of them as a kid. I don't know how many types of Skittles I have at my job, but I've never touched a bag. Okay, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of Skittles. But I would have traded you all my Butterfingers for your Skittles. Because Skittles are top tier. And also, I want to get these out of the way. Yolks. The yolk bars, or whatever it was. The cooling mint chocolate, or whatever it was. Trash! I hated it. No one wanted them. Trash. They would be thrown into the garbage as soon as I saw one. Because no one liked them. I didn't like them. I want sweet, I want rich, I want something that will make me feel bad. Because it is great and delicious stuff. I mean, and yeah, and I don't want to eat toothpaste. The yolk bars are garbage, and I hate them. Though, to be fair, I've gained a bit of an appreciation over them over time. It's just that I don't like them. Well, I still don't like them. They're just, but like, they still suck. Like, bruh. Peppermint patties. I don't care. They suck. They're bad. Trash. Okay, ooh, a controversial one. Alright. I just noticed on the next tier, because we are jumping around. Candy corn. Alright. Hear me out. Hear me out. Alright? Alright? In my opinion, I think candy corn is not just underrated, but it is also eaten incorrectly. I think candy corn is an amazingly good candy. However, what people do with candy corn is that they eat it like Skittles. You can only eat a few pieces of candy corn at a time, and then you gotta take a break. Sometimes the flavor of it gets too intense when you eat too much. But when you do eat one candy corn for myself, when I eat one piece of candy corn, it's like, ah, this is the stuff. This is the stuff. Oh, shut up! This is the stuff. Candy corn, so good. I love candy corn. It's literally just high fructose corn syrup with dye. Well, you know what? I'm a freaking banana. And being a banana means I'm white on the inside. And being white means I'm American. And that's a true American. I like, corn syrup. I put corn syrup on my pancakes. I love it so much. That's a joke. But, you know. Oh, I see a chef rant there. Chewy. Unfortunately, I cannot do the full thing today just because the event, I don't want to do it, to be honest with you. But I will give you a take about it. I don't know where you think, or who do you think you are, but why do you think candy corn and ketchup work well together? You must be literally the kind of person that likes their pancakes with corn syrup. That is foul, that is disgusting, and you deserve diabetes. I guess. Crunch bars. Hands down. Hands down. Fight me. Fight me on this. Crunch bars are the best chocolate bar. Fight me on this. Fight me. They are the best. They have the best texture. They are fun to eat. They are delicious and crunchy. Hence the name, Crunch Bars. They're great. Top tier. Trade anything for it. Oh, you got a big Crunch Bar? I got 20 Hershey bars. Please, take it. I do not want this. I want that Crunch Bar, though. That Crunch Bar, kind of tasty. And also, it's just kind of fun to eat. Letting it just kind of crackle in your mouth is fun. What about cucumbers with ketchup? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. And by the way, speaking of Crunch Bars, I am eating a Crunch Bar right now. You know, thematic. But Kit Kats? They're better than a Three Musketeer, but they're still not as good as a bag of pretzels. Right? Kit Kats are cool, but the only reason why I think they're pretty good trades and a good chocolate bar is because people are very religious about how you eat a Kit Kat bar. And because of that, because people are so religious with a Kit Kat bar, I will eat it the wrong way intentionally. Like, I'll find someone and ask them, hey, do you like Kit Kats? And it's like, oh yeah, I love Kit Kats. Blah, 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 blah. So I would then say, okay, here's a Kit Kat for you. I'm gonna eat mine now. I take it out the wrapper and just bite into it like a chocolate bar. Not even snapping it in half. And then I would just look at them and just see their disgusted face and going like, what are you doing? Why are you eating it? And it's just like, I don't know. Tastes better like this, man. So, that's a redeeming factor. A definite redeeming factor. So, yummy. Delicious. Oh, and I just realized I'm kind of quiet. Let me fix that. Okay, there we go. Now I'm not as quiet. Hopefully. Dots. Okay. They're kind of mid. No, actually, they're kind of worse than Airheads. Because dots, unfortunately, suffer the same sort of the same sort of things as an airhead. They get stale over time, and since they're also not wrapped in any plastic and they're just in a box, just how they are, they get old a lot more quickly and they have a shelf life. But you can't eat them all in one sitting because there's too many. So, like, if you get those small things of dots, those things are pretty good. I like those. Because you can just, like, pop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're done the box. And you don't have to worry about wasting it. So, dots, pretty good. And also, just talking about pure unhealthy things that are just literally just things of sugar. These are actually better than the pretzels. Just because if you brought these in school and you brought them to lunch, everyone would think you're so cool. Especially when you got the candy sticks and you pretend they were like a cigarette or something, or like a cigar, and then it's like you just kind of lick it and then you put your dipping your candy stick in even more sugar. It's like you feel like the coolest kid in school. Everyone also wants one as well, and then for some reason you decide to double dip, but you don't. I don't. It's just other kids would, and it's like, why are you doing that? Because you're kissing each other at that point. You're just saliva is just like you're just fusing the saliva together, and it's like, I don't really like it because of that. But if you're having it on your own, and you want to flex to all the kids there, you show off with the fun dip. It is fun. It's great, and it is just sugar. Unlike everything else. Unlike the pretzels, which is just carbs and salt, which is a good snack. This is just straight up sugar. So, they were good. I wouldn't trade everything for it, but they were fun to have. Alright, so I don't think anyone's gonna fight me on here when I put these there. But gummy bears? Come on. They're gummy bears. Gummy bears are just fun to eat. They're really good, and they taste good. The green ones and the red ones taste the best. The white ones, I like to eat their heads off and then throw it away. And then I get the red one, and then I rip the red one off and put it right onto the white head, white body, and then it's like a red and white, and it's like a candy cane, and it's kind of funny. Squishy clouds just hopped onto my country. Are they good? I don't know what that is. I won't fight you, but I didn't like them. I can't tell how many 10-pound bags I gave on those things. Ugh. Jeez, that's loud. Okay. Kind of the point, though. Alright. I'm just gonna get these next ones out of the way because I have never had them, so I kind of feel like I should have done this to begin with. I've never had a Heath bar. No, that's actually it. I just want to put the Heath bars there. I've never had a Heath bar, so if I wanted Flintstone gummies, I'd eat them instead of bears. But they're gummy bears. Gummy worms? Gummy worms and gummy bears are in the same tier. Just pretend that the worms are the gummy bears. They're both kind of the same thing, you know? Except one are worms, and one are bears. So, No! Jeez. Hershey bars, in my honest opinion, are just eh. Hot take. Hot take. Hershey bars are really, really, really mediocre. They suck. They're eh. I don't know what to tell you. Above all else, I don't know what there is to be said about a Hershey's bar. It's like, it's so boring. It's mid. It's like eh. It's like eh. Not bad, but they're not good. They're just eh. Bottle caps? I've never had bottle caps before. Here, but I will, just for the sake of you, I will get bottle caps Candy. Oh, yeah, these things. Oh my god. Yeah, I've never personally got these, but they're like, they're okay. Well, let me just add it. Bottle caps? Bottle caps are just... I would imagine they're just kind of Never had them. Metal pipe is kind of quiet. Is it actually? Hold on, I'm gonna make it louder then. Alright, I gotta turn my own stream on just so I know it's not loud or quiet. So I know it's not loud or quiet. So I know it's not loud or quiet. So I... Wow, okay, I was just repeating and I'm really loud. Okay. I should really do mic tests more often. Alright. Alright. I think that should be good. I didn't realize I was so loud. I'm sorry. Alright. Anyways. Hot tamales. Sucked. Hot tamales were garbage. No one liked them. No one liked them. They were just bad. They were hot, spicy candies, and they were just bad. If you like them, you're a sociopath. Hot tamales suck. Bite me. I actually like hot tamales. Sorry, you might be a bit of a sociopath then. Jelly beans. My opinion on jelly beans are like gummy bears. But somehow they're just so mediocre. And they're also like weird. Cause like there's like the outside crust and then there's the actual like jelly bit of the bean. The outside crust is weird because then when you bite into it, it becomes mealy. But the inside jelly is like where it is. You know what? Actually thinking about it a bit more, they're better than dots. Because they're just like dots. Jelly beans are just like dots, but they're better because they don't get old as quickly because of that weird crust that they have. And the inside jelly, pretty good. And they do come in good flavors. Like the melon flavor jelly beans, those are my favorite. Those are actually pretty good. But they're kind of mid. They're better than a Hershey's bar. Putting that in my head of like, is this better than a Hershey's bar? Yeah, no. It's like, jelly beans are so much better than Hershey bars. Hershey's are kind of Now, Jolly Ranchers are amazing. Jolly Ranchers are just great little suckers to have. Not only is it like you get like one, not only like, first of all, when you go to a house and they have Jolly Ranchers to give you, they give you like 5. They give you like a lot of Jolly Ranchers. And it's great. Because then you get a billion Jolly Ranchers. And the best part is, everyone loves Jolly Ranchers. So you can spare like a few Jolly Ranchers to get yourself that Crunch Bar. You can do some real economical exchange with Crunch Bar, you can do some real economic change with Jolly Ranchers. You can trade them for anything because you get so many of them. And the best part is, they last forever because they're hard candies. So, they're pretty good. Kisses suck. Kisses suck. They're small, they're tiny, and they melt for some reason a lot more quickly. That little stupid paper of the Kisses is annoying, and also, weird take, but I think they don't belong in Halloween. Maybe it's because of that one commercial, but I think the Kisses chocolate belong during Christmas. They are a Christmas chocolate. They are not a Halloween chocolate. A Halloween chocolate is, unfortunately, when I think of it, Hershey's. That is the only thing I think about. So, Hershey's chocolate is what I'm thinking about. Not really a kiss. They're shaped like bells. Yeah, I can see that. Oh man, these things are nostalgic. And I'm gonna put them on the extremely... They were, like, extremely useless for me, because I hated them. Actually, I'm gonna exchange the bad, but... useless for bad, because they were bad for me, but everyone else liked them. But... the Krabby Patty, like, candy, like the candy sandwiches, or whatever they were. Like, they were burgers, patties, SpongeBob, whatever it may be. They were okay. I hated them, personally, but other people went crazy for them. I remember my cousin would be like, oh, you have, like, 3 of those. You have those 3 of those little tiny candy sandwiches things. I'll give you a Hershey's bar for that. And it's like, at that time, I really liked Hershey bars. It's like, oh my god, Hershey's, of course. So, I'm not sure if that was a scam on my end, but when you give me 3 of something and it's one thing that's big and I like it, I'm gonna take it. So, definitely was a money. It was money. Everyone loved them. And I see what you said. I see what you put there. Pez dispenser. And I'm gonna put that with another thing called Smarties. The chalk candy is what I like to call it. Because it was literally like chalky. And I don't know, they're kind of fun. But I think they're pretty good. They're not as good as the Three Musketeers, honestly. But Smarties were like really fun to eat. And since they were dry, they lasted a long time too. You see, when I think about trading good candy too, and trading good stuff, I try to think of longevity as well. Or that's what I used to think about. Because Smarties, they lasted through the Stone Ages. I remember I actually had, Smarties are also very nostalgic, and I love Smarties, and I've never seen Smarties anymore. They're just like, poof, they don't exist anymore, which is sad. But I love Smarties. They're good. They taste like chalk, but that's the best part about them. They're so good. Okay. So, there's the Mint Lifesavers. And you already know my opinion on Mint. But the gummies, the Lifesaver gummies, they were pretty good. They aren't as good as the chocolate, as the gummy bears. Because the gummy bears were fun to eat. The Lifesavers were fun to eat because you could put your tongue through the hole. But other than that, they kind of tasted eh. I would rather eat 5 gummy bears than 1 Lifesaver. They weren't bad, they weren't mid. But there was just better options, you know? So, that better option being gummy bears. So. Oh, Dum Dum Lollipops. Dum Dum Lollipops. You can put them on your fingers, but they're good. You can put them on your fingers, they are good. I never did that, though. I kind of just more or less stuck them on my tongue. Because I was weird, but I usually would stick them on my tongue. And like, oh, look at me, I got a tongue ring. And, yeah. They're okay. But Dum Dum Lollipops, or any lollipops, the lollipops with the little bit of gum inside, that was the best ones. Oh, those were the best lollipops. When you got the lollipops with a little bit of gum inside and they were huge, you know what? They're better than a Crunch Bar. I would go out and say, please, give me that lollipop. I will give you my 3 Crunch Bars, 2 Skittles, and a Starburst. Please give me it, because they were just so good. I love the Dum Dum Lollipops. I love lollipops in general. I'm a sucker for suckers. They're so good. It's just crystallized candy, sugar, and it is the amazing thing. And also just the ones with gum inside. Delicious. I love gum. So good. You have to walk your dog? Alright. Make sure it doesn't attack any trick-or-treaters. Alright, so we have 2 different M&Ms, and for me, they go in completely different tiers. Now, hot take, I don't like M&Ms. Because M&Ms just kind of remind me of Skittles, and whenever I eat M&Ms, they make me think like, oh, I'm gonna eat a whole thing of Skittles, and it's just all chocolate. And they all taste the same. No fun, no heart, no soul. It all just tastes like chocolate. However, when you put peanuts inside, they become pretty good. They become mid, but they're actually pretty nice. So, they're kind of mid, but the peanut M&Ms just make it just a little bit better because there's peanuts, and I love myself a good peanut. So, peanuts and chocolate, you know, a dynamic duo like peanut butter and jelly. They're good. I like them. Mike and Ike's, they're not. I think they were good, but I think Jolly Ranch. Okay, Mike and Ike's. I liked Mike and Ike's. Mike and Ike's were like dots, but they're better. And they were also like Skittles, but not as good. But they were better than gummy bears because they were gummy, but they lasted longer. Not only does a gummy bear that is like a few days old suck, but having a Mike and Ike like a few days after you open the thing is still good for the most part. But I really like Mike and Ike's. They're one of my favorite candies, even to like Mike and Ike's. I like Mike and Ike's. They're pretty good, pretty tasty. The best one. They're pretty good, top tier. So, Milk Duds. Nah. Others like them, but they're eh. I don't know. I've had like a few Milk Duds, but they're just like eh. They're okay. But I'd rather trade them away. If they weren't good at trading, I just put them in eh. But since other people like them so much, I would trade them away, and they were good trades. Very, very good trades. So, very, very good. Better than Almond Joys. A lot of people like Milk Duds. Milky Ways are kind of, in my head, a lot like 100 grand bars. They're just, it's like an old person chocolate, you know? Like Hershey's, 100 grand bars, Milky Ways. These are chocolates for old people. And it's just like, I've never really caught on to it. It's like, eh. But that's really it. It's just like, eh. It's eh, you know? It's nothing great, it's nothing amazing, but it's just like, eh. Eh. It's just eh. So. Whew. This might be a bit of a take. But, I'm gonna put them on top of the Bad But Other Like It tier because a lot of people love Reese's. But I hate Reese's. I really don't like Reese's. I don't know, the peanut butter in a Reese's just do not taste right. I never really liked it. It always felt strange for me to eat. So the chocolate was okay, but the peanut butter inside was just so... It was mealy sometimes. It was like almost crystallized. It was like too sweet even too. It was just eh. But even more eh than eh. It was like ugh. So no, I do not accept this. But other people liked it. Everyone likes Reese's. Everyone, even nowadays, still loves Reese's. A lot of people I know really, really loves Reese's and Reese's Pieces. But I never really caught on to it. It's just like, eh, you know. Nerds are kind of eh. Nothing to call home about. If you got them, it's like, I'm not gonna trade them away, but they're like, eh. If someone really wants them and they're gonna give me a Crunch Bar, then it's like, yeah, I'll forfeit it. It's kind of like powdered sugar around crystallized sugar.
it's just kind of eh. Not amazing, it's not bad, but it's just like eh. Also, I see the gummy worms, the trolleys. I have a hot take. I have a bad take, but I think they're just eh. Actually, you know what? No one in my neighborhood like trolleys, so I'm just gonna put them in bruh. They're okay. Don't get me wrong. Ooh. They're okay. Don't get me wrong. But they're just very mediocre. Along with, I also don't know what this candy is, so I'm just gonna put that there. And, Snickers. That, it's gonna go in the same tier of Reese's, because everyone loves Snickers. Everyone loves a Snicker bar, but I don't. I just don't like it. It's just like, I don't know why, but the way it's executed just makes me sad, and it just doesn't taste good. So, like, a Snickers bar, I would trade someone the Snickers bar for my Crunch bar, and they would be getting scammed in my eyes, but, like, Snicker bars are just, like, you know, not amazing, not great, not bad, but I would rather trade it away than eat it myself. Or give it to my mom, because my mom loves the chocolate. Sour Patch Kids are just like Mike and Ike's, but they're sweet and sour. They're amazing. So, Sour Patch Kids are in the same tier, and then are the same reasoning as, like, Mike and Ike's. And they also have the gummy bear effect, to where it's like, I like to remove their heads and swap their bodies, because I thought that was kind of funny, and then eating them again. I don't know why. I think that's kind of a normal kid thing to do, right? Just getting, like, candy animals, or getting candy people, swapping their heads, because it's like, oh wow, you have a blue head and a red body. That's pretty cool. But they're definitely better than gummy bears, because I think the Sour Patch Kids, they taste better. So, they taste a lot better than the Haribo gummy bears. Ring Pops are overrated, but they're pretty good. They're not as good as Smarties. They're not that grand in the grand scheme of things. They're better than Airheads, but they're not as good as Smarties. They're just kind of lollipops that you would put on your ring, and you feel like you're sucking on a pacifier. They're cool, and also eating them are kind of weird, because then your mouth would kind of like slowly get to the base of it, and then as you're like sucking on it, it just kind of pop off, and then you have this like, you have the ring pop. You got the ring base, and then it's like, oh, what do I do with it? And then you just kind of eat the candy like a Jolly Rancher, but the actual like lollipop candy of the ring pops are kind of mid. They're not bad, they're not good, but it's like, yeah. So actually saying that, it's gonna go in mid, but the top of it. Starbursts, okay, they're absolute top tier. Let's not beat around the bush. They're top tier. But I'm not sure if they're better than Skittles. I'm a sucker for taffy. I really love taffy. But I'm not sure if they're better or worse than Skittles. I think they're better. Just because since each individual Starburst is also kind of, each individual Starburst is packaged, they last longer inherently. So, I think that's a good place to put them. Welch's, they are gonna be right next to the pretzels, because they have the school lunch effect, to where it's like, it's good to have in your school lunch. They weren't as great as pretzels, because pretzels, in my opinion, are just a lot more funny than Welch's fruit snacks. But they're still pretty good. They're still pretty good. Now Whoppers, I'm just going everywhere. Sorry, Whoppers were not my favorites. I used to love Whoppers. But then I just kind of ate them too much, and then it's just like, I don't like these malt balls surrounded in chocolate. I got really annoyed with them at some point, and I just hated them. So it's like, they were good until they weren't. And then at that point, I just traded them away. And everyone loved the Whoppers, so I would put them in but still, they're like bad now, and I just would rather trade them away for a Starburst, which would happen a lot. You got a big thing of Starburst, I'll give you 5 Whoppers, and then trades would happen. Twizzlers. Twizzlers are not better than lollipops, but they're pretty high up there. And I have a good reason to why. Not only are they great and delicious and like one of the best candies of all time, for me it's a lot of nostalgia, because my dad would get whole big things of Twizzlers, and he would share them with me, and I would love eating them. They're great. They make me feel very nostalgic, and they make me think of my dad, so I'm a bit biased in that manner. But also, with Twizzlers, you can whip people with them. So it's not only just a tasty treat, but it's also a deadly weapon. And that being said, I think that's pretty cool, and that's pretty funny. Because then you would do Twizzler wars, and you would beat people up with the Twizzlers. You would throw a Twizzler at them, but then they would grab it, and then you start fighting, and just like floppy lightsabers, and you just try to kill, not kill, but beat each other up with just Twizzlers. Funny. Twix. Okay, so they're mid? Actually, you know what? No. They're pretty good trades. They're better than a Kit Kat. But they're okay. They're just pretty good. They're not mid, but they're pretty good. They're not the best. They're not the worst, but the way I'm actually thinking about it now, they're kind of like just on that fine line of being mid, but they're still pretty palatable. They're still okay, and I will accept them still, and they are good. They're still really tasty. I don't know. Tootsie Rolls, they were very They were very Tootsie Rolls were great. It was kind of like this weird taffy, but chocolate, and when you ate a lot of it, it just made you feel like you were eating, like, garbage. Having a lot of actually, I'm gonna put it in mid, for the sole reason of the fruit Tootsie Rolls. The chocolate Tootsie Rolls sucked. I hated the chocolate Tootsie Rolls. But then when you get the orange flavor, the strawberry flavor, and then the vanilla flavored Tootsie Rolls, okay. You know what? Actually, those are pretty good. If it wasn't for how common I got the chocolate Tootsie Rolls and got more fruit Tootsie Rolls, they would be an absolute top tier. But just because you can get chocolate as well, they're pretty good. That's it. Swedish Fish are better than Twizzlers. They're cute. They're fish, and they also have the same effect of the Haribo gummy bears and the Sour Patch Kids, to where I like to remove their heads and eat their bodies, and then at the end of like eating a nice handful, I get all the heads, just eat that, because I was a weird kid, I guess. So I'd eat a bunch of them, and I'd eat their heads, because yummy. And I'm also gonna go out because I actually today, before I got back from work, got back home from work, I actually bought some Mr. Beast chocolate bars because I wanted to see what the hype was with him. And I just want to put them here as like an honorable mention, I guess, because I know he made like small, little fun-sized Mr. Beast chocolate bars. And I'm not gonna lie, they're actually pretty good. If you look at it in the sense of a chocolate bar, and you've never had like a good quality baker's chocolate, you'd be like, it's just chocolate. It's like, it tastes like Hershey's. But for me, I think it tastes pretty good. I would go as far as say that this is almost like an artisan chocolate bar, because you can kind of get like a note of fruitiness from a chocolate bar, and it's like so flavorful. It's not like coated in sugar. It's actually like nice, and also, I'm not sure if you could hear that, but there was a nice little snap with each bite of the chocolate bar. So, if it was recent year, and that chocolate bar was being given out to kids, it would definitely... It would be better than a Crunch bar, because it goes for, it has nuts in it, it has the crunch parts in it, it has milk chocolate, dark chocolate, it has all of it, it goes for all the varieties. So it is the best one because it covers so much base, and also the chocolate is actually like pretty solid. Bruh, what are you doing giving vegetables on a day of candy? If you're trying to listen, I love vegetables as much as the next person. There are some times where it's like I would love myself a nice crispy Brussels sprout over a chocolate bar, but it's Halloween. That's like giving someone a lump of coal on Christmas. It's like, man, that's pretty cool. But why are you giving me on Christmas? It's like, man, I like eating vegetables. But why are you giving it to me in Halloween? I would understand if you're giving me like an apple, because I really like apples that much. If you give me a Honeycrisp apple, that's amazing. I love Honeycrisp apples. And getting that on Halloween, it's great. I love that. That's so nice. But, talking about the elephant in the room here. Why is there a toothbrush? I think that's more bruh than a vegetable. Because the vegetables are like, why? Why? But the toothbrush is like passive aggressive, you know? It's like, hey, you're gonna eat a lot of candy. You're gonna need this. And it's like, I know. I'm going to eat a lot of candy. And this is not gonna stop me. It's actually stupid. My mommy gave me a toothbrush that vibrates and sings Michael Jackson or something on it. This is better than this old, like, weird chocolate-looking stupid... That one kinda sucked. That one kinda sucked. Okay. That second pipe... Yeah, that was bad. Okay. But yeah. There we go. I think I'm happy with this tier list. These were all the candies I want and would want if I were to go if I went trick-or-treating and I wanted to really trade stuff. These candies were like top tier. If you had one of these candies on the top, I would trade you anything for them. You want 5 Hershey Kisses? You want 5 big chocolate bars? You want like 3 things of pretzels? Oh yeah, any day of the week. The ones in bruh are like, what are you doing? Why are you giving these out to kids? You're a sociopath. The bads were like chocolate stuff that I liked and that other people liked, but I didn't. And you'll notice that every single little thing that is in this tier, except for SpongeBob. SpongeBob was weird. It's chocolate. Hot take. I don't think chocolate's very good as a candy. It's so overrated. You'll also notice, like, even down here, there's not much chocolate. Chocolate in my eyes is so overdone and overrated and so boring. I want sugar. I don't want chocolate. I want sugar. This isn't even scaring me anymore. It's just kind of annoying me at this point. But I want sugar. I don't want chocolate. Actually, thinking about that now, Tootsie Rolls are kind of very meh. They're very eh. I don't care if they're fruit flavored now. I'm just now having second thoughts. They're eh. I guess those pipes really like Tootsie Rolls then. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyone have any objections? Does anyone want me to move something? And want to put up a suitable argument? Because I think that's good. I mean, that's good for today's stream. I just wanted to do this little quick stream for you guys. I want to at least do Sonic for you guys for Halloween. So, didn't do any. I think I did a karaoke last year, and that was my only karaoke I did. Just sole for the reason because it scared the heck out of me because I don't like singing. But yeah. Yeah. I think I want to end today's stream. I think I'm good for today. I'm going to download this. And we will post that on Twitter. And we're going to see how many people are either mad or upset with me with it. But yeah. I think that's good. We're going to end off today here. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm gonna actually go get some dinner. I forgot, I gotta go eat some food today, because I haven't eaten any real food. So I gotta go do that too. I gotta go eat some real food, because the only thing I ate today when I got from work was 2 chocolate bars. You know, it's okay. But I want to go eat some real food, so I'm gonna go do that. I'm turning that off now. It's not as scary as I thought it'd be. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. Alright, well, yeah, I'm gonna end today's stream. I'm going to go. Yeah. Well, thank you for tuning into today's stream. I know it was very brief, but I don't really have much to talk about Candy anymore. But thank you for tuning in. I am going to end stream. We are going to go away. And yeah. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Eat a lot of candy. Be unhealthy. And I'm not sure when I'm going to stream next. But when I do, I think we're going to do another baking stream. And I think we're going to make some pumpkin pie. Because November's coming. And with November, it's eating day. So, yeah. Alright, that's it. That's all for me. Thank you for tuning in today's stream. I will see you around later. I can't wait to see the amount of people who attack me on Twitter for my candy preferences. Yeah, let's freaking go! Otsukichi, bye-bye, bye-bye. You're never gonna see Fox Salty again. You're gonna see him until next year. Bye! Bye-bye. Otsukichi, Otsuti, ciao, bye. Bye-bye.